Everybody, I apologize, this tutorial's already been done. As you can see, I've already done everything. The reason for that is because I had switched microphones to see if my sister's would work better, and as it turns out it doesn't, even though it's a more expensive pair of headphones. It has a worse voice quality. I can't figure out that one. But anyway, let's get started. Today we're going to be doing profile. It's not a very good reference picture. I had to tilt it because I was looking way up and I was just getting sick. And the reason I'm doing profile instead of looking up is because that's a freaking ridiculous pose to try and do, so I'm gonna procrastinate on that and do profiles. And the first step is to do these guiding lines. As you see, I also did the jawline and the guiding line. But when you're doing profile, you're kind of doing like this, and it kind of bumps up a bit right here. Just like starting in the middle of your eye line is going to, it's going to bump up. And that's just because we're party animal, it just bumps up a bit. And you see you got your eyes here, and then this is the bottom of your circle. This is, I think, where your nose should lay. Hold on a second, let me bring up my... Yeah, you see your nose will lay right there on your end of your circle, and your mouth's gonna end up about 3/4 of the way there. And so I'll go ahead and show you a little nose. And eyes and profile are really close to the edge. I mean, they're like right freaking there. And you know, you got your hairline, which is going to go... Oh, well, here's your eyes, actually. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that your eyes are going to lay... The midline of your eyes is going to lay about roughly 1/3 of the way up the circle. And the same length from 1/3 of the way up the circle to the bottom of the circle is going to be the same length at the bottom of your circle to the bottom of your jaw. And that kind of makes things a bit more less complicated. And then you have your hairline over here, which curves, and then right here at your top eye line has a bit of a different curve to it. It goes behind your ear, and although most girls don't have this, so you're a guy, you're gonna have a good bit of stubble or hair going right here, and sideburns. And your eyebrows typically are gonna lay along this blue line, and that's about it for the blue line. As for the neck, this is your tendon on the profile picture. It's going to be basically the back of your neck, and it's going to meet just behind your ear. And, you know, the front of your tendon's going to meet right where your ear meets your jaw. But the back of it is going to be a good ways behind there. The top of your neck is going to reach pretty close to the end of your chin, but not quite. And then, of course, you have your shoulders, which weren't very showy in this picture. Your eyes, see how close your eyes are to the edge here? And I'm going to check to make sure I did my nose correctly. I didn't. So let me erase that. And, ooh. I was on the wrong layer. Hold on a minute. Let me erase that. And we can try again. And you see your bridge is right here. In the middle is middle of the eye lines. And your nose will be fairly decently close to the end of this guiding line, but not too close. And then, of course, you can have the crease in your mouth if you want to draw that, but we're just going to leave that out. And as you see, it looks kind of unnatural. It's just faces look unnatural in certain positions, even when they're natural. And so we have that about it for everything else. I didn't draw the eyebrows in detail, and I should have. And as I said earlier, your eyebrows are typically going to lay realistically along this blue line, but when you're drawing, if they're making an expression, you want to draw it off the blue line. Like if they're angry, you're going to want to draw it below the blue line. And if they're happy, you're going to want to draw it above the blue line. And the reason why you have to just make all the motions extreme in drawings, because you can't see the tiny little shadows in animation and in drawing as you can in real life. And it makes it really hard to tell expression. And so when we're drawing, we naturally overdo the expression because we just can't see it as well. And it'll also help the watcher. And I started doing my black outline here, and I'm going to go ahead and redo the hairline. And the reason why is because hair is a pain, and you're going to need to know how to do this. And we're going to do our hair. I'm gonna do Angel for my comic. Let's see who she is. As you can see, she has a bit of a stronger chin over here than I do. And before I erased the jaw, she had a bit of a curvier jaw than I did. Not all people look 100% alike, but we look fairly similar. And so, the best thing to remember, when I've already messed up, when you're doing hair, is to remember that gravity works. Angel has very curly hair, and curly hair is the most likely to defy physics. So, her hair isn't going to go as straight down as most people's hair, but it's still going to go pretty straight down. And, it's always just the best thing to remember is hair tries to go downwards, no matter what position you're facing. And she has curly hair. As you can see, the first layer is very short. She has heavily layered hair, though. And another thing to know about hair is that if you haven't straightened it or done anything with it, naturally the bottom of it is going to be very curly, particularly just to have curly hair. And that will actually, if you just got your hair cut or you constantly get your hair cut, it's not going to be nearly as much as an issue. It's just typically where your hair stops, like where your hair naturally starts curling. For me, it's like 2 feet off my head. For Angel, it's only about a half foot down that her hair starts to not want to grow anymore. So it just starts curling instead. And, so the bottom of her hair is going to be much curlier than the top layer, even though she straightens it. Well, in here she hasn't straightened it as much, but she layered her hair particularly because her hair does this. And, there you go, and you got your hair. We didn't really have to do the ears because her hair covered it up. It's nice and convenient. And we take off all our things. That's what she looks like. I'm going to go ahead and do her eyebrow here. Oh, here's something to remember when you're doing hair, is the hair splits up, typically, in most hairstyles, unless you have it really, really short. And, but you're still going to want to draw this little squiggly line right here, so that way it doesn't look like your face is elongated. You have a little mouth. And, Angel, something particular about her is that she has glasses. So, earlier I drew her with brown glasses, but, she does wear, brown glasses in my comic. But, today she's going to wear red glasses. I'm going to pull up my blue lines here for guidance. And, we're going to do here, I'm going to start drawing. Put the layer down here. And, she has rather rectangular glasses, which is a very common glasses style. And you're going to want to pay attention to perspective here. See, this line over here is going to be shorter than this line over here. And you're going to draw the leg of the glasses, which typically lay at the top here. The bridge of your glasses is going to be right here. In a profile picture, you typically don't see the other lens. There's something that's a bit driving me crazy about this, though, is I didn't quite do the perspective right. I'm going to go ahead and try this again. Because even though her glasses are rectangular, glasses cease looking rectangular in a profile, and they start looking round. So, because there's just so much perspective in the play, it's almost going to the vanishing point. So even though glasses are rectangular, you're going to look kind of roundish here. And of course this bit's going to be thicker than further on, perspective. And the bridge of your glasses. And that's going to be about it. And then we have our Angel. Got glasses and everything. For fun of it, we got some time left. I'm going to draw Freckles. Because she just has those. I'm just gonna have fun with this one. There we go. Alright. Bye now.